texting me. They had already, I don't know how they knew, but they found out I was going to Orange Bowl. So, and then I saw it on the show, and it was nice. It's a great honor. It's a great opportunity for our football team to go down there and play a great opponent like Georgia Tech in the BCS. I know our fans will be very excited and be very supportive like they always are. And we have a lot to look forward to, a lot to be thankful for, and we need to get a lot of work done between now and the game.
How confident that it was going to be a BCS?
From what I was hearing before the selection show, I had every reason to believe that we would be in it. I know that it depends a lot on voting and stuff, and so I don't know all about that kind of stuff, but I was pretty confident that we were going to be in the game just because of what I was hearing. That's really all I could go off of. I didn't know anything else about that, so just going by what he was saying and things like that.
Did you guys watch the games last night?
Yeah, we watched the Texas game, and that was one heck of a finish. I know we needed that win to kind of, to be in a better chance to get BCS. So when we saw that, we were feeling a little bit better about our chances.
Talking about the Nebraska field goal.
Yeah.
So you are kind of watching that in your dorm or apartment.
Yeah, we had that's kind of, I guess, the one thing that needed to happen for us to be able to be in that position for a chance at the BCS. Because if that doesn't happen, then they get bumped down. There's so many things that go into it that I don't really know a lot about, but we were watching that with hopes that obviously Texas would win, because that would only help us out.
How are you feeling back out there? Is there some rust you got to shake off? What's it like being back out there?
Getting back to practice was very exciting. You take things for granted sometimes when you do it all the time, and then when it's taken away from you, you don't get to practice, you realize how much you miss it and how bad you want to be out there. So being back out there I was more excited than worried about shaking off the rust. It is practice, so it's definitely a non-pressure situation, and it's good to come back under those circumstances where we're just kind of working against our defense, which is always a great challenge, obviously, because they're the best. And so practice has been a lot of fun for me. To come back and be able to do the drills with the guys instead of just looking out from the outside.
Ricky, sorry, just where you left off, or did it seem different?
No, it seemed the same. Everything's the same. That it's always been. We've been doing it for so long, and it's the same routine. So once you get used to it, it's kind of becomes habit.
Ricky, I'm sorry if this has already been asked. When did you come back to practice?
This past week we had practice Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and so I practiced all 3 of those days.
So you're full speed ahead for the Orange Bowl?
Right, yeah, I'm full speed, and I just got to thank the training staff for getting me back up to speed, and then I had great rehab when I went home with the Cleveland Clinic, and they took care of me, and that's given me a great opportunity to be in this position. If I didn't have the chance to work with those guys or the chance to have that surgery that could have spent, I would still be in a blue probably right now. So it's I'm thankful to have them and to have that kind of support here at Iowa. A lot of guys that are injured you wouldn't be able to get that chance to get back on the field. So.
Is it pretty aggressive? You wanted to attack it sounds like.
Well, that's the whole point of the surgery, is
right.
That you get it so you can be aggressive, and that was the what we were trying to do, and it worked out very well.
Could you put a percentage on things?
I'd say 95%.
Really?
There's still a little bit, obviously, that you gotta work with. I'm kind of moving faster than most would expect at this point. They said so. They're kind of still keeping an eye on me and stuff, obviously, to make sure everything's done the right way.
Is it set in yet? Is it set in yet?
What?
You're going to Orange Bowl?
I don't know. It probably only will set in when we're out there on the field at the Orange Bowl, because that's something that you have to experience. We've been on a bowl trip before. Last year was a great experience out at the Outback, so we know what it's all about. I'm kind of expecting the same thing. I'm sure that there'll be a little bit more surrounding it now that it's a BCS game. I don't know how those things work. We're gonna have to go through it to really understand it all.
Did you happen to see any of Georgia Tech play this year?
Not really. No, I haven't. I haven't really had time to watch a lot of other teams, but I know that they got the option attack on offense, and they have great talent all around, and they're well coached. So we expect nothing less than a great opponent, and that's obviously what we're going to be facing.
Can you talk a little bit about the Wooten hit? We haven't talked to you since then. What the play you got hurt on?
it was just unfortunate that he was there when I turned around and I just got tangled up in a bad position. There was really no way of getting out of that. I'm very fortunate that it wasn't worse than the way it looked. It looked like it was something that could have been a knee or maybe a little bit more serious. So I'm pretty fortunate to only have an ankle sprain out of it.
How does it